In the last video, we learned about the transform and transition properties and distinguished the difference between the two. Now, transform, remember, deals with space or spatial aspects of the element. The transition deals with time, so that we want to transform this box by hovering over it. That's the transform. It rotates by 45 degrees. But its transition time is 5 seconds. So you see the difference between transform and transition. So in this video, let's go ahead and we'll play with the code more. But I'm going to save this and I'm going to call this a part 3. Okay, so I have all my styles embedded in the page, and that way it's easier for me to allow you to go to my website, and if you want to get the code, you just view page source and you select it all, copy it, and paste it into your code editor. That way you have the code. So anyway, we're going to be right here. Right now I'm on my desktop, and back in the code, let's start messing around with images. So right now I'm going to comment all that out. Okay, and go down to the images, and all these images I'm going to uncomment those out. So we're going to have, also let's get rid of this red border. So let's go back and see what we have now. So we have these images, but see there? What happened? So when I hover over the image, it gives me that rotating, right? But that's because I commented that out. So now let's see what's happening. Refresh. See now all the images, when I hover over it, all the images are rotating because that's the transition we're going to give them. The transform we're going to give them is the rotate. The transition is the time. If we make that 1 second, refresh. See now when I hover over it, it goes a lot faster. So that's the difference between transitions deals with time, 5 seconds. Well, I just changed that to 1 second. So the whole image set is transforming when we hover over it. But what if I just say classes rotate? Okay, and now I go and give only one of my images. I'm going to take this out for right now. No, I'm going to put this in the center of the page. Remember how we put this in the center of the page? I translate it by minus 50%. Okay, now what's going to happen is only the image that I have as a class of rotate is going to rotate. So let's see which one does it, right? Okay, well, I got to fix this transition. So none of them are going to rotate because only those with a class of rotate. So let's go down here in these images. I'm going to give the first one a class of rotate. Okay, now hovering over it, and see the first one, only the first one does. So I'm going to give the image with the class of rotate a transition. Okay. Okay, so if I transition all and I give it 5 seconds, I'm also going to take, that's 50, see my transform translate up here wasn't working because I didn't have the percent sign in. Okay, so now let's see what happens. See, now we're centered right here. See, the first one, the one that I gave with a class of rotate is rotating, and it's taken 5 seconds because I gave that with a class of rotate a transition, and I transitioned all properties, anything that can be transitioned, and the time of the transition will be 5 seconds. So I can transition the opacity, and I can change that down to 0.2. Now let's see what happens. When I hover over it, not only does it rotate, but it fades out down to a 0.2. I hover off and it comes back in slowly, at the same speed as our transitions, right? Now we can rotate this, or we could translate it by let's say minus 50%. No, let's say minus 50%. Okay. I refresh. Now when I hover over it, see, I'm going to take that opacity off for a minute. Again, now it's just going to move, but it's going to move 50% of its width. Okay, I could change that to 500%, but I have to hover over it to keep giving it the class. So back in the code, let's take a look at this. Okay, I transformed it, translated it. You see, I should have had the capital X there. It's assuming that it's there, but I should have that capital X there, because if I wanted to transform it Y, now let's see what happens. Refresh. Now when I hover over it, it transforms up. Of course, if I take that negative sign down, off, and save it, now it's going to transform down. Now I get the scroll bar. So if I take the X and Y off, which I had it there before because I only had one value for the X, I'm going to bring that down to 100%. And that's going to shift it. Wow, how? Where would that shift it to? Let's see. It's translating 100% of its width to the right, and then 100% of its width down, because these are positive numbers. If we put the minus sign there, then of course it's going to shift to the left and up. Okay. Now let's try another value here that we can transform also this scale. And inside the parentheses, we'll type 2, 2. Save that. Hover over it. You see it's scaling up. Okay. Now, you would probably think that if we do a -2, then it's going to scale down. Let's see. Wait a minute, it flipped. That's weird. So we're gonna have to play around with this stuff. But there's other properties here. What I'm going to do is actually, let's go to a 0.001. 0.001. There are no negative signs. Refresh, and when we scale down, it just goes away. Hover away and it comes back. Let's do this too. Let's go back and give it that opacity, but set the opacity to 0. Also, this image set, let's give it a bigger width and a bigger height. And where's our paragraph? We can get rid of that paragraph too for now. Okay, so all our paragraphs, all this text right here is going to go away when we refresh, and the image is going to be bigger. Okay, but what was the transition that we applied? Okay, see what happened? It went to the second picture, but when I hover off, that picture comes back just as the same way it went away. Okay, so I hope you learned something, and we'll pick up where we left off in the next video. And we're going to start creating more of these effects with these images, and we'll do some other stuff, and it's going to be really a lot of fun. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, if you have any questions, don't forget you can send me a comment down below. Just log into your YouTube channel and then give me a comment. You can like the video. If you want to see more of these videos, subscribe to my channel. Also, share this with everybody that you know. And again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.